morning, ladies and gents, and welcome to a new series that I'm going to be doing every single Monday called Coffee and a Card. Lots of Stampin' Up demonstrators do coffee and a card in their local community as a class. I'm going to be bringing mine direct to YouTube, and you can join me every single Monday. Write it in your diary, and I will be uploading at, what time is it now? I will be uploading at 11 o'clock, which is a good time because that's 11's is in England. So that's time for a quick break. And we can do coffee and a card. So what I'm going to do today is bring you a very simple card that you can pause and follow along. And I'm highlighting the Bright range, which is a set of colours. And you can get the inks, you can get the cardstock and the paper line, also all matching and all coordinating, so you can produce yourself some very, very pretty, very easy to make cards. This is Flirty Flamingo, this is Sweet Sugar Plum, this is Dapper Denim. We also have Peekaboo Peach, which I'm not showcasing today because I don't have the matching ink yet. I'm going to order it. And we also have Emerald Envy, which is the green one. Okay, now I did get interrupted when I was filming, so I've already put my DSP on my card. I'll explain as I go. So this is what you're going to end up with, ladies, if you join in. So basically we're starting off with a card. You can make your card base any size you like, really, and you could really use any stamp set you want with this same principle. I have used this one, which is Birthday Blooms, and I've used a large flower. So I worked out that to stamp nicely on the large flower, I needed a piece of cardstock that was 4 by 3. So that then kind of determined what size my card was. But you can adjust your measurements to suit yourself. So we're going to be using this from the Birthday Blooms and this lovely sentiment here which says Dear Friend. Okay? Beautiful. This should be in everybody's collection. It's a beautiful, beautiful stamp set. So I have cut down an A4. I cut it at 4 1/8 on the short side. And then I folded it in a half and made sure that the long side was 5 6/8. So I just cut a sliver off just to make it a nice size to fit in a C6 envelope. Okay? And just folded it and scored it, and then my DSP I cut at the same width as the card and just a 2-inch wide band. So this piece is 5 6/8 by 2 inches. Okay, and I did stick it on using my snail, and in the middle of it I got interrupted and I had to start again, but I'm not wasting my card. These things happen, so I'm going to continue from there. So on my cardstock that I've cut, which is Whisper White, I'm going to open my Emerald Envy stamp pad, and I have already mounted the flower stamp from Birthday Blooms on one of the larger blocks. I need to learn the letters of these blocks. They do make a difference. They are better than the standard acrylic blocks that you can buy from other places, and they do make a difference. They're stunning. So I've gently inked that up. I'm going to put my card on my grid paper, pardon my tongue-tied, just to help me stamp straight, basically. And then I'm going to gently press that stamp onto there. Just hold it for a minute and, oops, release, don't smudge, and release. Look at that beautiful image. They're absolutely stunning. Now, just need to be careful because sometimes my ink pads, a lot of them are new, and when they're new, they're very, very juicy. So just be careful you don't smudge it. Right, so then I got a piece of the cardstock which matches. This is Emerald Envy. And because this, what did I say, 4 by 3? I did, 4 by 3, yes. So this is 1/4 inch larger all the way around. So it's 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, just so it gives you that small border. I always go up in 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to carefully turn that over. and press it against there just to make sure that it doesn't smudge. And I'm just going to go in with my snail. As I say, you can use Tombow, which is the glue, which is wonderful. I use the snail for videos because it's just quicker. See, it does, they can be quite juicy, so, you know, make sure you bear that in mind and give it a little bit of drying time. Now, so I'm going to put that onto my cardstock. I'm just doing it by eye. It might not be perfect. When you're doing it yourself at home, take a bit more time and get it right. I'm just going to turn it over on my grid paper and just press down with my bone folder to make sure that that's adhered, like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go in with my snail. I want this card, I don't want it on dimensionals. These cards are also going to be my customer cards for this month, so I want them as flat as pancakes so that I can get it through the mail without having to pay a large letter price, because if you put too much on and they're two-dimensional, they'll charge you a large letter price. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to put this into the left-hand corner, sorry, leaving myself a small border of the white cardstock underneath, just by eye again, and gently press, like that. Ta-da! Then my little sentiment, I've pre-cut a piece of white cardstock that is 2 inch by 1 inch, and then we've got the coordinating green cardstock, Emerald Envy, which is a 1/4 inch larger, so it's 2 1/4 inch by 1 1/4 inch. I'm going to layer that on. Oops, upside down. Layer it on. Again, I'm just doing it by eye. Usually, if you want it absolutely perfect, you can measure it. Use a ruler, use a little pencil. Some people like to be a little bit more specific. So I'm just opening my Emerald Envy. And again, because this is quite a new ink pad to me and it's very, very juicy, I'm just going to stamp on there first and then stamp on my little piece of cardstock. I hope this is right, otherwise I've got to cut it all again. There we go, I've done it. Marvellous. I'm just going to put that away. Make sure I haven't got any of the ink on my hands. I'm just going to move these out of the way and quickly turn my sheet of paper over because I don't want to smudge any ink on this lovely white cardstock. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in again with the snail. Again, this is for quickness. Really, if you're doing card to card, it really should be fuse, but mine has run out. And I'm just going to layer it on there. You could use dimensionals, but like I've explained, I want it to be flat in the post. So again, I'm just leaving a really small increment of the white as well there. And then you've got a lovely layered effect because you've got the white, you've got the cardstock, you've got your stamping, and then you've got your lovely DSP. And that makes a really, really pretty card. And very, very easy, very, very basic. Like I say, if you collect some of the colours, you can do a full set. Beautiful, beautiful card. Really easy. Give it a try. Don't forget to join me next week for Coffee and a Card. Thanks for watching, ladies. Go and have some fun. Bye for now.